Good afternoon. I'm back in the Smokies. This time with my friend Robin. Say hi, Robin.
Hi.
We're doing a 25-mile loop from starting at Jake's Creek. We're passing the stone fireplaces as I speak, and we are going up Miry Ridge. Tonight we are staying at campsite 26, and then we are going to head up. And by the way, today is Friday, February 26th, 2021. And I think we're going about 5.3 miles today. And tomorrow's going to be about a 12-mile day. We're going to take Miry Ridge up to the AT and take the AT to Goshen Prong. And then Goshen Prong, that steep descent down. And then Sunday, we'll hike out 7 point something miles to the car. And this time I've made sure my power cord for my phone works, so hopefully I will have footage of the entire trip. So Jake's Creek Trail splits to the left here. I'm not really sure what's to the right. It might just be just to the creek. So we've come to the junction of Meigs Mountain or Meigs Mountain. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. I've heard it both ways. And Jake's Creek Trail, which is where we'll continue, and we will go up past Jake's Gap. Took the little side trail, found the Avett cabin, and I think I'm going to stop here for a little break. I am inside the Avett cabin. I absolutely love all the history and historical structures that are still left within the park. And this is amazing that this is just out here. You can only get here by your own two legs, or somebody else's if they let you piggyback. And there's a loft up here. I don't know if I can extend my... That's just looking out over the fireplace. And there's like a little desk there. If you find the Avett cabin, once you come out onto the deck, you'll find the kitchen, and you'll find guest registries to sign, little PSAs about the varmints, reminding you to make sure you put the rocks back so that the varmints can't open the doors. And I can attest to every door that we have opened today has had a rock in front of it. So people are doing their due diligence. And so will we. This is the Avett cabin. first water crossing of the day that I have to get wet and cold. Oh man, cold, cold, cold. My friend Robin is braving it. I just don't feel that brave. So I just crossed right through there. All right, we are coming up on our turn. We just made it 3.7 miles from Jake's Creek parking. And if we were to go left, which I don't see a trail, it looks like there's some blowdowns, we would go on the Panther Creek Trail. And it looks like it's right there where those blowdowns are. But we are going down the Miry Ridge Trail. I'm not sure if we go as far as the Lynn Camp Prong or not. We are going to campsite 26 tonight. And that is this way. All right, it is 7:23 tonight. Sorry about that. I think we started at somewhere between 2 and 3 o'clock this afternoon. We are officially at 5.87 miles, and that includes at least halfway to the Avett cabin. I forgot to turn my thing back on, actually. We came upon Miry Ridge earlier, and now we are at campsite 26, and it is a 0.1 walk back here. And I think that we have campmates tonight, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to record tonight. But I will do my best to get some, if not tonight, then maybe tomorrow before we take off. So not a bad day. I thought Jake's Creek was a little tougher than I had anticipated. I thought we were only going up for the day between Jake's Creek and Miry Ridge about 2,300 feet. We are actually at 2976 right now. So I don't know if it's my bad math or if it's just I used a combination of books to get all my information, and maybe I, got the wrong information. But my GPS watch says that we're at 2980, and that's how much we climbed for the day. So anyway, all right, I'm signing off now, and maybe talk to you before I go to bed tonight.
Hello again. I'm wrapping up day one, Friday, March 26th. We made it from Jake's Creek Gap to Miry Ridge to campsite 26. There were 3 guys here whenever we first got here, and they turned in early. And so I think they're going to leave earlier than we do. So I think I'll do a campsite tour tomorrow. Good night from the Nemo Hornet. That's my tent.
Good morning. It's Saturday, March 27th. It's about 9:30. Been up since about 7. Watched the sun come up. Just took my time breaking camp. It's so beautiful here, and I know, even though we've got a long day, I know that the terrain isn't too bad. So we've just taken our time. We're about ready to leave camp. This campsite, I think it's called Dripping Springs campsite 26. The capacity, I think, is 12. It's either 10 or 12. I mean, it almost looks like it could handle more than that, but that's all that you can reserve. It's a beautiful, beautiful campsite, so I'm just going to show you around now. This is our morning view. A little cloudy, and we did hear some thunder just a little bit ago, and I think there were a couple sprinkles about a half hour ago, and that's it. Beautiful, beautiful views. I mean, I think that you might even have these views all summer since these are evergreens around us. Anyway, so this is the big communal fire pit. This is where we were last night. And then I'll take you over this way. There's several flat spots. There's a few spots you can tell are tent sites that are sloped. For instance, Robin was right there, and that's a little sloped. I don't know if you can tell, but she slept wonderful last night, she said. And then I slept there. And then right up here, this is super flat. Somehow we missed this last night, or I would have set up right here. Nice campsite. It's where I drank my coffee this morning watching the sun come up. And then there's a flat spot there. And then the other 3 hikers are all set up right over here. And these are pretty nice sites too. The only thing, and I have limited experience with campsites in the Smokies, but I was a little surprised. I don't know if in the background you can see right there is one of the bear bags. That is the trail coming from Miry Ridge Trail. But then there's another bear hanging cable. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see a little bit right there. And that's really close to this tent site. So a little surprising, but I mean, maybe that's just the way it is. You know, you can't take up a whole lot of space. There's some kind of a box here, but it has a padlock on it. And then there is another fire pit. And a couple flat sites here. You can set up right here and right here. The only thing is the trail goes off that way. But if that's the only flat spot that's available, I mean, I guess you could. And then the water source is right down here. It's a real short trail and a really awesome spring. And then back this way is the other bear hang bag, or a bear hang cable, excuse me. And then once again, this is the trail that comes from the actual trail, Miry Ridge, and comes up to the campsite. It's super short. I don't even know if it's 0.1. Maybe it was, and it just didn't seem like it. But so this is campsite 26. Okay, we are coming up on our junction of the Miry Ridge Trail, and I think it's the Lynn Camp Prong Trail. So we are going to the Appalachian Trail. So we've got 2.5 miles up to there. We'll have a little bit of elevation gain. I think 500-600 feet maybe, so not bad. And then this direction would take you to campsite 28 and the Middle Prong Trail. I haven't done that yet, so I'm excited to try that, especially as pretty as it is to get up here. So that's that trail. And this is our trail. So I know you can come up the Miry Ridge Trail with horses. I think you can the Lynn Camp Prong, but that stops right here. We've come across about 2 or 3 of these blowdowns, but this is the worst so far. We are just a little over a mile in, and there just was no way through it. And the tough part is that the trail around it is very steep and slick. So, but Robin did it successfully.
More or less.
There's almost nothing better than hiking in the clouds. Almost. And flat ground. All right, we have made our way to the AT. Woohoo! I love being on the AT. Absolutely love it. That's of course where we've come from. Oh, look at that sign. We are gonna stop at Siler's Bald, probably for lunch. And then I think we'll hit Double Spring. I think that's right at the juncture of Goshen Prong Trail. Derrick Knob is just 2 miles that way. Of course, we're not going to add any extra time, but we are headed this way. Sorry, Robin. This is our path. So we made it up to Siler's Bald Shelter. It is, oops, right there in the distance just behind me. I'm not going to film there because I think there's going to be a lot of people there based on the people who passed us. And I'm sure they're thru hikers, and although I know a lot of thru hikers vlog, not everybody is appreciative of that, and so I just want to respect them. If by chance we find ourselves alone though, I will record. Otherwise, I'll record when we get back on the AT. All right, we have reached another junction. This says Welch Ridge Trail. Hazel Creek Trail, 1.8 miles to the right. Jonas Creek Trail, 2.5 miles to the right. And Bear Creek Trail, 6.5 miles. And that's the trail. These are our gorgeous views. I mean, I know we're socked in over there. Well, we're kind of socked in over here too. We've been having some wonderful views today. And this one says the Appalachian Trail. Goshen Prong Trail, 1.9, that's where we're going. Miry Ridge the other way where we came from, and then Clingman's Dome is 4.3 miles from here, and Siler's Bald was just 0.4 miles. So this is our direction. I know those signs are hard to read, so just thought it was a good idea to state it. Okay, I am at Double Spring Shelter. There's some people in here. We're just doing a quick pit stop and then we're moving on. All right. We made it to, well, this sign. I think you can see this one, but it says Appalachian Trail, Clingman's Dome to the left, 2.2. Double Spring Shelter where we just stayed was 0.6 back to the left. And Welch Ridge Trail, 1.9. We are going, though, to the Goshen Prong Trail. We are not going as far as 7.6 miles down the Little River Trail today. That'll be tomorrow. So we are going about 4.4 miles. And I think it's like 5:20. So maybe 5:30, I don't know, later than that. So it's going to be, I think, a headlamp night, right, Robin?
It might be, but it was fun talking to thru hikers.
We talked to several thru hikers. We had lots of fun at both shelters today.
Yeah,
it was well worth it.
As long, but it was great.
It was well worth it. The good news is, and I'm probably jinxing myself, I'm going to say it. The rain seems to be just a drizzle. And
What's the elevation going to be?
2,400 feet down in 4.4 miles. So we're hoping to book it. Maybe we'll get there sooner than I think. And,
Or raft the whole way.
or raft, we could do that. Or slip and slide. That's even better. We've done plenty of that today. So I'm sure I won't be able to do a campsite tour today. I'll try to do one before we leave tomorrow. So I'm going to put this down before I fall for the 4th time today. It is Sunday, March 28th, I think now. We are at campsite 23. We got here in the rain at about 8:30 last night. I think we made good time, but going downhill sometimes is just as tricky as going uphill. And there were a couple spots that we had to go kind of slow at. I fell 3 times yesterday. The mud and the leaves and the rain, which we hiked in pretty much all day, just isn't great when you have a lot of, incline. And I'm not the most graceful. Didn't hurt myself, just, slid down to a fall. So today, as you can hear, it's raining, and I think the heavy rain is about to start. We have 6.5 miles, and we're going down Goshen Prong to Little River Road. The decline isn't as steep, and even though it is going to be raining pretty good, I think we can make some good time. I'm hoping. I'm about to pack up. It is 7:59 right now. I've got everything packed but my tent. Probably won't be able to record today, and unfortunately I'm not going to get campsite 23 recorded as well. The trailhead is 4.2 from this point, and I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes that we went 4.4 miles. 3.3 miles. So, no thunderstorms near us, but thunder and lightning around us. It's just been rain like this so far. So not bad. I mean, I'm sure everything is wet, but I don't care. I'm on the trail. My feet are wet. My shoes have holes in them. I think I have to retire this pair. And never been happier. I am enjoying this so much.
Fantastic.
It really has been fantastic. But I've got miles to put in still, so bye. We will meet the Cucumber Gap Trail in 0.4 miles, and then from there we are on just the Little River Trail to the trailhead. So this way right here, Husky Gap, I believe that somehow goes up to, yeah, it says Newfound Gap Road there, 4 miles. So, but this is our way for the next, well, till the end. I think we have, at this point, that's 0.4, we have 2.8 miles. Okay, so here's our junction to the Little River Trailhead is 2.4 miles. That's what the top of the sign says. And then they mentioned Husky Gap and of course Goshen Prong. And, excuse me, Robin, sorry. We were considering taking this trail, but for some reason I mapped out the Little River Trail, so. And so this would be Cucumber Gap, and this is Little River still. And we just saw people, about 6 people from Michigan, and they came here for a section hike, and they started today. And they say that tomorrow is supposed to be sunny and sunny for the rest of the trip. And I said, you're welcome, because I'm coming off the mountain, because it seems like I either hike in rain or snow here. So, but they are staying at the campsite that we stayed at tonight. So that's good that they've got kind of a short day and fairly flat, obviously. And then they're going to go up. They're going to basically do what we did in reverse. So anyway, got to get off here so I can finish this trail. We have less than a mile and a half. I'm not sure what time it is, but it's finally kind of just gone down to a sprinkle. So, but we're cruising now. It doesn't matter. I think we're gonna go into Gatlinburg for some lunch before we head home. So I gotta get off here so we can talk about where we're going to eat.